Hi, this is Dr. Robocoach, and this is a review of free fantasy football cheat sheets. Today I'm looking at ESPN. I've looked at them in the past. You can see it, but we'll do it again. Free fantasy football cheat sheet. There it is at the top. Don't have to type it out. Makes it real easy. And then right there at the top, the fantasy football cheat sheet from ESPN. And you can just scroll down here, and right at the top, they've got the PPR positional cheat sheet. And then you can download it. And there it is. And you got your quarterbacks, running backs, blah, blah, blah. And down here is a little explanation of what's going on here. So what is going on here? The markup of the individual players is right here. You've got your positional rank, which would be the 1. Then the overall rank, which would be the 20. Player name, auction value, and bye week. That's pretty much it. There's also this additional information right here, which says what these rankings are based on. So the rankings are based on a 10-team league, 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, blah, blah, blah. Flex, kicker, pretty standard, 7 on the bench. Decimal scoring, so that means they're going to be 1 point per 10 yards. They don't say anything about the TDs, so you don't maybe know bonuses here for really long TDs. It's hard to say. Yeah, it doesn't look like the bonuses are there. So is this good? 1 point PPR, that's important. So let's take a look at the cheat sheet overall. You've got Josh Allen. There's his values, and you start to ask yourself, is this a good cheat sheet or is this a bad cheat sheet? And so I don't want to keep you in suspense. This is a bad cheat sheet. And how do you know it's a bad cheat sheet? Well, you have to know how to rate these things. And if you want to see how to rate it, there's a simple way to do that. Just go to FantasyFootballDraft.com and go to Review Cheat Sheet Fantasy Football. This tab here under the Articles tab. So I did a review of ESPN back in 2019, and at the bottom of the page, this is the key stuff right here. This will tell you how to rate a cheat sheet. So these are the things that you want to know about your cheat sheet. So does it give you a tier? That is a cluster or a group. Basically, they're the players, you can say this guy is 1 point better in ADP than the other guys. Can you really say that at the beginning of the year and then say, okay, well, I'm going to make my decision upon a 1 point difference? No, that player would be in the same group. They're essentially the same. So if they don't break these things out into tiers, it's no good. Hot or cold, points today are worth more than points tomorrow. Customized for your scoring system. This is customized for a specific scoring system. If you have any difference from that scoring or league setup, you have 8 players or 12 players, the whole thing's useless. Customized VBD. So VBD, that's the other part. It's if you have a flex scoring versus non-flex, and you're looking at one that has flex scoring, also makes it useless. Customize ADP. So if they give you an overall rating for a player, well, is that for an ADP league? Is that for what particular scoring type is this ADP? Customize studs and duds. So based upon 3, 4, and 5, what are the studs and duds? So it's all really it depends upon your league, your scoring setup, etc. So wait until pick. So in your league, you might want to wait on a player until they become valuable. So that needs to be customized for your league. So guys will reach for players, and you don't want to be one of those guys who's reaching. So you need to know when to wait until. And then, of course, the depth chart needs to be there because that changes almost by the day. Now, it does change by the day. So there's your rubric on how to judge a fantasy football cheat sheet. Let's go back to ESPN and see if any of that is happening there. So go on back down to the bottom. Is that there? Well, none of it's customized, so that's not there. Is there any tier? That was the number one value thing. Also not there. None of it's there. I'm sorry to say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on the rubric. None of that matches what you're seeing here. You get a little additional info that's useless to you, bye week and auction value. Even that auction value, you might say, oh, well, that's useful. I'm at an auction. No, it's not, because the value, your auction value is going to be depending upon what the other values were that need to be set up according to flex scoring, etc. So again, if you don't have exactly these criteria in your league, you're not. This is a useless cheat sheet. And bye week is also useless information. You don't want to be basing your, so if you're getting down to the bye week as the criteria, that is the last thing on a list of 100 that should determine your pick. And the 8 things we just discussed will be the first things. So I gave ESPN a D in the past. They haven't changed one bit. All this cheat sheet will do will get you to lose your draft. And sorry to say, ESPN has been putting this thing out there for years and years. And if I were them, I would just take it down. It was maybe useful 20 or 30 years ago when people didn't have computers and they couldn't get a customized cheat sheet. That it still exists today is a little bit ridiculous. I mean, take it down. This is 2022. I like ESPN's personalities. That they're entertaining. To keep this thing around is an insult to all of them, and it sullies your brand. Sorry. I used to give this a D plus, but it's an F. This has been Dr. Robocoach. Please like and subscribe.